What's up, YouTube? Deskar273 here. Um, Now I named this episode series thing Mega Gardevoir, Mega Heracross, and I only uploaded one video, and that was with Mega Gardevoir. And so I haven't been able to get some live gameplay for you with Mega Heracross, but I will be saving. I did save some recordings, no replays, I should say. So this is all I really have to show you until like the next episode when I do Mega Heracross again. I mean, I'll be doing Mega Gardevoir next episode, and then after that episode will be Mega Heracross. But when I do that episode, I will do a live Showdown episode. But for now, let's just play this one. So I'm right here on the left hand, and he leads with Ninetales. This is a very strange Sun team, but it looks very it's very offensive. Is there something? I'm using my Mega Heracross team, so let's go. He brings in the Drought. He switches out to fearing the Earth Power. I'm just getting my rocks up. I don't want to stand in this Venusaur protecting the EQ, but he just uses Growth, predicting me to switch. He Sludge Bombs. That OHKOs me. And I go back into Heatran, and he has Earthquake. And I'm like, if he had Growth and Sludge Bomb, I would have predicted my Earthquake. So I go into Pharaoh. Earthquake, so it doesn't do much. I just T-Wave because I don't want this thing having its Chlorophyll speed boost. He goes out into Charizard, and that is the point where I just get out my spikes. And I don't want to take a Fire Blast from this thing, so I go to Thundurus. And it was Mega Charizard Y, and I made some very bad moves on this part, but I go into Conkeldurr and I knock off, and he lives it. And he goes into Avalugg, and this thing is very bulky. Look at that. Look at that Mach Punch. Wait till you see his Drain Punch. That was a crit. If that wasn't a crit, he probably would have lived that. He goes into Talonflame. I go back into Pharaoh, so I can get some damage off on him. Basically, just kills him with Rocky Helmet and Life Orb and Iron Barbs and Recoil. So I'm like, I gotta let this thing die, just so I can get a safe switch in. And I Mach Punch this thing, and I get a crit, and he Confuse Rays me. And I'm like, Confuse Ray? I'm like, oh, thanks for the boost, because I have Guts. And I managed to hit, I think, every single hit with Conkeldurr. He gets Parahaxed, and I Ice Punch. I didn't decide to show the text box because he was just complaining about him getting hacks, and yeah. That's the only time I hurt myself in Confusion. But Heracross switches in here. He goes for Shadow Sneak. I don't know why. I just Rock Blast. It's pretty much the game here because of whatchamacallit, of hazards. But I'm going to show you two, considering this is going to be short. So that was against that Soulless guy. Let's go against this guy, I think. Play music off. Yeah, okay, this one was not my team. Okay, I'm going to skip this. Sorry, guys, wrong team. Stop it. Oh yeah, wait, no, this is me. Okay. I'm up here this time. So he leads with Talonflame. I don't want to stand on that. I go into Heatran, and he gets hurt. Most people are running Life Orb Talonflame now. He goes into Tentacruel and I Stealth Rock, and predicting him to Rapid Spin, I just go into Thundurus, and I used Hidden Power. I think it was Ice I have on this thing, and I have Life Orb Thundurus. He sets spikes, and then right here he goes back into Tentacruel because he doesn't want my hazards up. My hazards up. I can't speak. I use Roar just because I don't want him in, and then I get my. I think I go for Rocks again. No, I go for Lava Plume. But Tentacruel gets burned. That's nothing really to be happy about. I go into Conkeldurr. He goes for Skull this time. And just because he didn't want my rocks being up. He goes into Gliscor. I use Knockoff to knock off his Toxic Orb, which is nice. He EQs, and I just Ice Punch. And he still lives. And he just switches out. He goes into Pharaoh. I Mach Punch. And I Drain Punch, getting health back. But I get hurt by his Iron Barbs. He goes into Greninja. And I'm thinking, who the hell runs Extra Sensory on this thing? So I go into Latias and I switch out into Heracross. I think that was a misclick there. And I Mega Evolve and I just go for Rock Blast since I don't have a setup move. And he EQs, that does jack. I just Rock Blast again. He goes into Talonflame. He has to Brave Bird on this. And so he's going to get hit hard with damage. I think that nearly kills him. Yeah, 30%. So I go into Heatran, and he roosts, and I'm like, oh, okay. But there's nothing he can do, and he goes on to Tentacruel, and I try to set up rocks, because I don't want that Talonflame coming in. And I go into Thundurus here, he Rapid Spins, and here's where I'm just like, okay, this thing's going to die. And I just go for straight T-Bolt, and then comes Scissor, I'm like, this thing's dead, no matter what he does. He goes into Talonflame. I'd leave him with a nice T-Wave present, and he gets Parahax. I'm like, oh, okay, this helps out. And he gets T-Waved again, which made me really happy. He gets Parahaxed. I just T-Bolt, and in the chat he's saying GG right now because Thunder swept his team. And yeah, okay. So that's it for the Heracross half. I showed you 2 clips just because they're short and I wasn't able to get a live gameplay for you guys. But from now on, all the rest of the episode or series, I guess I get to call it, will be all live episodes. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Shenanigans. I'm babbling, and I am out of here.